Good morning and Happy New Year. Since we've had such a chaotic year where we've been forced into these reactive and adaptive states, we've been pulled away from that natural state of peace. So let's reset, return to the source. There's something to be said for the stoic pace of nature and knowing that nothing is hurried and yet everything gets accomplished. So we're going to sort of pull that inspiration into our flow today. You are peace embodied. Let's settle into that vibration today. We're going to begin in a lying down position. We'll need 2 pillows, and I'm using just like bedroom pillows and 2 blankets. If you're using the playlist, you can get it started right now. So all I'm doing here is unfolding. If you have a long blanket, you can even fold it in half. This is like the classic yoga mattress right here. And you definitely don't need to do this, but it does add a layer of luxury to your practice. Okay. So we're going to grab one of our pillows. You can decide if you want a little more sensation from this first shape by maybe layering up 2, but let's all try together with 1 first. Okay. So I'm going to place this pillow behind me and lie back so it supports my upper back. So the top of the pillow will line up with the tops of my shoulders, and then my head will be free to relax back and rest on the mat. You have your second blanket and pillow here, so if you want to cover up, get cozy, have at it. We're going to be here for a few rounds of breath to really ground and create space in the chest and in the shoulders. And I apologize in advance if you can hear Toby. There's a lot of squirrels on the move today, so he's really barking a lot. So as you lie back, feel this gentle lift being created under the heart. You can bring the hands to rest somewhere on the torso, maybe one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, maybe both hands on the belly to feel the rise and fall of the breath. And using these initial breaths, this initial time to cross the threshold into your practice, into that place of peace that you've created for yourself. Let the breath slow down. I like to begin with this reading from George Bradley, from The Sound of the Sun. If you listen closely some morning when the sun swells over the horizon and the world is still and still asleep, you might hear it, a faint noise so far inside your mind that it must come from somewhere, from light rushing into darkness, energy burning towards entropy, towards a peaceful solution, burning brightly, spontaneously, in the middle of nowhere, and you too must make a sound that is somewhat like it, though that, of course, you have no way of hearing at all. Peeling back another layer here. As you breathe in, goalpost the arms, or send the arms overhead in a nice soft circle, letting the elbows bend out to the side. Now, as you settle in here for a few more breaths, start to notice the pauses between the breaths. The glimpses of stillness and the natural quiet at the top of the inhale and at the bottom of the exhale. Maybe just lingering in those pauses for an extra moment. Acknowledging here any impatience to move, a wondering of what's next, anything pulling you away from this moment into either the future or the past. Just know that that's natural for the brain. Take a deep breath and come back to those pauses between the breaths. Always that shift in awareness. It's like a little mini moment of awakening. Taking another deep breath in and out. And then one at a time, bend the knees and bring the feet to the floor. Rolling to your side and then pressing up to a comfortable seat. Once here, you can sit up on one of your pillows or grab your blanket and place it underneath your seat for, again, a little lift. Nice. So once here, crossing at the shins, we're going to hold on to the shins just above the ankles. If that doesn't feel right, you can hold on to your knees here. On your inhale, let the heart come forward, finding a nice little cow belly breath. The ribs open forward, the shoulders roll back, and I'm sitting sort of forward on the sit bones, tilting the pelvis forward. On your exhale, rounding the spine, sitting back. Let your hands anchor you. And then inhale, follow the breath coming forward into, again, your cow belly seat. So staying with this pace, this nice kind of like undulating with breath pace. If you are feeling a little buzzy, or there's a little anxiety creeping in, or you need something that's really going to work some energy out, then you can pick up the pace here and take more of a kundalini approach, taking a sort of a half breath in and then a forceful breath out as you round the spine. And doing this more active kundalini kriya style is great for digestion. So if you need to move things along from all that holiday eating, this should help. Whatever pace is yours, stay with it. On your next inhale, rising up, sitting tall, sweep your arms up to the sky. Reaching, and then slowly set the hands down on either side of the hips on your mat. Sweep the right arm up to the sky, take a deep breath in, and then reaching over, take a little side bend. Bend into your left elbow. If you want to walk the arm out, you can, or you can even drop to the elbow for a really deep side bend here. Spiral the heart open. We're going to take some big arm circles here. So soften the elbow. Think about like back stroking the arm behind you. And then inhale, circle it forward and up over the ear. Just creating space. You can breathe quietly, or if you want to breathe with Ujjayi breath now, you can activate it. It is a nice opportunity to bring a layer of sound to the breath. making the breath in and of itself like a little mantra meditation. One more big circle, and then we reach overhead, breathe in. Exhale, come back to neutral and pause. Both hands, fingertips grounding. And inhale your left arm up. Exhale, side bend, reaching over. Nice and long and active through that top arm. And then let's make our big arm circles back. Inhaling up and overhead. One more big circle. Reach overhead, breathe in. Exhale, come back to center, sitting tall, hands connected to the earth. Let's take a cleansing breath in through the nose, opening the mouth. Already feeling so open through the heart and shoulders. Let's come onto hands and knees. And if you haven't created this blanket mattress, now might be a nice time to grab your blanket and create a little pad underneath your knees. We're just going to come onto all fours. So once here, we're just going to flow through a simple cat-cow flow. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. As you breathe in, drop the belly, open the heart, look forward. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Flow with the breath. As you find that cow belly, really spiral the elbows to point back and then soften into them, creating a little more space for the heart to sort of bloom forward. One more time, cow belly breath. Exhaling, round into your angry cat and hold. Slowly shifting the hips back to child's pose. Stack your hands and rest your head on top. And lifting your head, turn it to the right and set it down. So now the left temple or cheek rests. If this is enough, stay here. If you want to take it a little farther, extend the right arm forward and thread the left arm across your chest. And here you'll rest your head on your mat. And wherever you're feeling sensation in the practice, anything that feels tight, or wherever you're encountering resistance, just breathe into those places. Inhaling peace, exhaling resistance. We'll bring the head back to center, stack the hands, rest. And lifting your head, turn it to the left and set it down. You can stay here or extend the left arm forward, palm down, the right arm through. Take another deep breath. And coming back to center, stacking the hands, resting your head. Extending arms forward, let's rise up to, again, a tabletop. From here, we're going to step the right foot back, toes tucked under. Getting ready for a modified side plank. We're going to ground that back heel so the outer edge is parallel to the back of your mat. And then swing your left leg so the toes come off your mat. The knee stays down, so you're sort of like pivoting on this. Hinge it out to the side like a kickstand and inhale your right arm up. Now fix the eyes someplace, either on your right thumbnail or maybe something on the ceiling. Engaging your drishti, that soft gaze with the eyes, to connect with the meditation of the pose. One more breath here. And let's pull ourselves up to a T. We're standing on that left knee. And we're going to take eagle arms here. So binding the left arm under the right, wrapping the arms up. Fingertips go to the sky. Or you can just wrap the arms like you're giving yourself a hug with the right elbow on top. We just want to open that outer shoulder, access that space between the shoulder blades that can hold a lot of stress and tension. So if you're in eagle arms with me here, just inhale, send those fingers up to the sky a bit more. And if you like, you can create clockwise circles with the arms. Switching directions. And then bring it back to stillness at center. Inhale, unravel the arms, reaching them wide. Gate pose, right hand to your leg, reach your left arm up to the sky. Option to reach that right hand up, catch the top wrist, and go deeper into that side body stretch. Let's release, opening the arms And then slowly cartwheel them back to the mat. Turn everything back to center. And then bring your right knee down. We're just going to switch. Stepping now the left foot back. The toes stay tucked. Keep that right knee underneath the hips. And then kickstand the right leg. Ground your back heel and reach your left arm up. Soften the eyes someplace like the thumb or on the ceiling. One more here. Slowly pull up. Arms are wide. Now eagle arms, right arm under left. Or again, your little self bear hug and the left elbow will be on top this time. Starting your elbow circles. If you're in the eagle arms, you can go counterclockwise first this time. And switching directions. Back to center. Inhale, release the arms open wide. Exhale, the left hand comes down, the right arm reaches up and over for gate pose. Option to reach up and catch that top wrist to really open. Slowly release and cartwheel the hands back to the mat. Bring the left knee in and sink back into another child's pose. Release breath in and out. Now rising up, we're going to come to lie on the back. We don't need our pillows just yet, but have them handy to the side. We'll grab for them in a moment. Mm-hmm. Lying back on the mat, arms by your sides, the palms are down. As you inhale, send the left arm overhead so the palm faces the sky, and then bring the right knee into the chest. As you exhale, bring the left arm back to your side and the right leg extends back down to the mat. Inhale the right arm overhead, bringing the left knee in. Exhale, extend and return to your Shavasana. We're just going to alternate like this, reaching one arm overhead, bringing the opposite knee into the chest. No rush here. Try to stay really grounded through both sides of your low back. A nice slow moving meditation. Feel the breath flowing in Watch the breath flowing out. Let's land with both heels on the mat, arms by the sides. Bend the right knee, bring the sole of the foot to the floor, and then figure four, cross your left ankle over the knee. Reach through and interlace behind the thigh for a little reclined pigeon. If it's too much sensation to hold the back of the thigh, then you can just lie back with the figure four and maybe gently press into the fleshy part of your left leg. And if you want a little more from your reclined pigeon, you can reach forward and interlace in front of the shin. Take another breath. And then slowly release. Arms by your sides, palms down, and extend the legs long. Moving with the right arm first. Inhale the right arm overhead. Left knee comes into the chest. Exhale back down. Go with your breath a few rounds. One more on each side. Exhale, return to that lying position. Bending the left knee, bring the sole of the foot to the floor, reclined pigeon. Figure four, cross the right ankle over the knee. Stay there or reach through to interlace behind the thigh or in front of the shin. And slowly release. Extending the legs, just take a moment. In full neutral Shavasana. Let's now grab for both pillows. I'm going to place them on the right side of the mat. We're coming into a restorative twist. So start by lying on your right side. Bring these pillows in close so that one supports underneath your right leg and that the other supports the space between. Starting in the supported fetal position, you can use your right arm like a pillow for your head. Pausing to feel just a moment. And then extending the arms forward, stacking one on the other in line with the shoulders. We're gonna do some big sort of like twist peels. So tracing like a circle overhead with that top arm as you inhale. Roll your chest open into a twist. And then inhale that circle back to its starting spot. And just flow with the breath. We'll do 5 of these big arm circles before peeling out into the twist. Last one here. Open up. Shift so both shoulder blades can be on the mat. The arms can be wide like a T, or you can goalpost them, or do that soft kind of like halo shape with the arms like we did at the beginning of class. Take some deep belly breaths here. And return to the awareness of the pause between the breaths. Slowly roll back to your fetal position. We're just going to take this over to the other side. So you can just roll the knees through center and bring those pillows with you. I'm going to shift to the other side so I don't have my back to you. And just land in that supported fetal position. Now on the left side, pillow underneath the bottom leg, the pillow between. And just rest for a moment. When you're ready, extend the arms forward in line with your shoulders. With that top hand, begin tracing a circle overhead. Just briefly, the right shoulder touches the mat, and then sweep that arm around, completing the circle. Take this next arm circle into your supported twist. Taking a deep belly breath. Exhale, soften in for this last moment. And then rolling back into supported fetal. From here, we're going to roll onto the back. Reach for your second blanket. And we're going to take this into supported Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees go wide. Bring those pillows in nice and close. Almost tucking them kind of like partly underneath the seat. So you have a really, really nice support. And with your second blanket, you can place it under your head for a little lift, or you can unfold it and just use it to keep you warm. So feel the soles connecting to one another, the heels, the outside edges of the feet, the balls of the feet, and each of the 10 toes connect. Rest your hands on the belly, creating a diamond shaped with the thumbs and the index fingers. So the tips of the pointer fingers are touching, the tips of your thumbs are touching. And those hands rest right at the navel. Walk the shoulders down and away from the ears. Feel both shoulder blades flat on the earth, and a slight tuck of the chin towards the throat. Feel the back of your head soften into the ground. So we're making all these connection points with the body and with the body and the earth to really ground into this present moment. We'll take 5 deep breaths here. And if this shape feels really restful to you, then just stay here, or you can extend the legs, taking it into a really wide shavasana and scoot those pillows around so that they support the backs of your legs, starting at maybe the seat, flowing behind the hips, or rather the thighs, and behind the knees. Resting hands wherever they're comfortable. Bring the awareness now into the breath, rising and falling in the belly and in the chest. And as you breathe, just silently affirm, I am peace embodied. I am peace embodied. I am peace embodied. Awareness now goes to the right big toe. Relax it. And then the second toe, the right foot. The third toe. The fourth toe. And the pinky toe. Relax the sole of the right foot. Relax the top of the right foot. The right shin softens. The right calf. The right knee. The right thigh. Feel the right hip and the right side of your seat softening into the earth. Awareness now to the left big toe. the second toe, the third toe of the right foot or left foot, the fourth toe, and the pinky toe. Soften the sole of your left foot and then the top of the foot, the left shin, the left calf, the left thigh, the left hip, and the left side of your seat, all soften into the mat. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I am peace embodied. Release through the pelvic floor. Relax the belly and sense the organs, the guts inside, all relaxing as well. Relax the right side of your chest. Each rib spreads from the others. The left side of the chest softens and the ribs spread apart. Feel the right side of your back, part that's touching the mat, soften in. And then do the same on the left side so that the whole torso is like a puddle that's pooling outwards. Relax your right thumb, the right index finger, right middle finger, the right ring finger, the right pinky finger. Relax the sole of the right hand or the palm of the right hand. The back of the right hand, the forearm, the right elbow, the right bicep, and the right shoulder. Relax the left thumb, the left index finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky finger. Relax the sole, The soul. The palm of your left hand, which is kind of like the soul of the hand, I suppose. The back of the left hand. The left bicep. The left shoulder. Feel now the collarbones spreading, relaxing outward, and silently affirming, I am peace embodied. Relax your throat. Relax your jaw. Relax the right cheek and the right ear. And then the left cheek and the left ear. The whole scalp relaxes. And just pour any lingering heaviness into the back of your head as it rests on the mat. The crown of your head, as you relax the scalp, opens up to receive the flow of peace from spirit. Silently affirming, I am peace embodied. Feel yourself expanding totally into this relaxed state. And just be here. And now the breath deepens. Make the simple choice here and now if you'd like to stay at rest or if you're ready to transition out. If you're ready to move, feel the fingers curling in, point and flex the feet, Then drawing your knees in, you can roll to the side and just make your way slowly, slowly to a comfortable seat with hands at the heart. Bowing to the fingertips, feel yourself in the body. And before we close, I want to share with you these words from William Butler Yeats from The Lake Isle of Innisfree, which is one of my favorite verses. I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin build there, of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee-loud glade. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. There midnight's all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of linnet's wings. I will arise and go now, for always, night and day, I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's gray, I hear it in the deep heart's core. A beautiful reminder that we hold that peaceful paradise within us. It's been my honor to share this time and practice with you. Thank you for setting a tone of peace for your new year or starting it from a place of peace. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I send you endless love. Let's bring thumbs to third eye and bow as we say, Namaste. So I'm going to leave you here. Thank you again for coming. So until I see you again, I'm Allison. I didn't introduce myself at the beginning, just in case we don't know each other. But I love you all, and thank you for being on the journey with me. Peace and love. Happy New Year.